Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading, so please remember to take what resonates and what does not. Okay, so this reading is going to be on my anyastarot channel, which is a brand channel. So understand that the readings that are named just brand channel with a sign after them or general, those are replays. They're archives basically for my other two channels. That's why this is called a brand channel. I am posting new videos here about every other day, so look out for the complete title if you want to see the new videos. Okay? A lot of people complaining about that. Alright. So we're starting out with the Four of Cups, discontent and boredom, friendship and alliances. There's definitely some kind of obstacle and challenges when it comes to friendships and partnerships and some disruption just because somebody's bored, okay? I don't know which end you fall, which end of the spectrum you fall on that, but take it as it resonates. We have obstacles and challenges, being patient through those obstacles and challenges. I do believe that somebody had to walk away to reassess a situation because there was some kind of jealousy and deception going on around it. I feel like you already knew this. I feel like you're the one who's discontent and bored. You're over it. You're over it. You don't want anything to do with it. The jealousy revolves around some kind of relationship, some kind of partnership. And my guess is that this person didn't tell you about it. And they wanted your light to suffer. Instead of being upfront with you, this person, out of jealousy, didn't tell you about someone who may have been interested in you. If you're single, if you're not single, then this could be just a friendship. All right, someone who is interested in maybe partnering up with you or something of that nature. Like I said, they wanted your light to suffer. Why people do this, I don't know. I'm just reading the cards. I've dealt with it myself, so I understand. So we have the Five of Wands and we have the Eight of Swords. Somebody's very fearful that you're going to find out about them competing with you in some way. For whatever this opportunity with this Ace of Cups is, which was the love begins. We have power, which is Leo, and movement, choices, and decision. I'm getting that song, step into your power, don't hide away. Yeah. Speak about it. I mean, there's a temptation here to speak about it, and I'm being led to tell you to speak about it. It doesn't, I mean, it sucks that it could be toxic, but it's kind of like sticking up for yourself and not being trapped in fear because of somebody else's invasion, so to speak. Moving on to calmer waters with patience and planning. and the truth coming from the heart chakra. So you're telling the truth from your heart. So if you're tempted to speak about this, in a way that's going to make other people understand, it would probably help. Because this is something you could have experienced in the past. Six of Cups, memories of love, and foundations and achievements. Yeah, there was definitely some sort of spiritual union supposed to take place here. But there was an extra person involved that just wanted to defeat your material and spiritual prosperity. So, choose wisely about who you let in your space. Because some people don't mean the best for you, even though they pretend to be your friends. With that friendship and alliances starting out, that's what I'm getting from this. And in that choice, there might be some loss, but there is positive movement forward. Keep that in mind. And harmony in the truth. Because you're standing in your truth and you're not letting anybody take that away from you. You're just waiting on the truth to be revealed and everybody to become aware of what you are passionate about and stood your ground on. Crown chakra is being activated, as is the third eye of your intuition. You were right about whatever this thing you had to stand your ground on. And I feel like, basically having to defend yourself against somebody who's jealous and competing with you in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant. Somebody wanted you to sacrifice being recognized. But the divine has a way of making things happen without human intervention. And that's what's happened here. You've taken some sort of energy that was, you probably had to sacrifice a friendship or a relationship, and even though that had to happen, you were recognized for it. You balanced it out, you brought it back to 0 point, and transformed it into spiritual strength. I feel like a lot of you did this on your own. You trusted the universe over mental conflict. Instead of, like I said, you don't have to defend yourself against stupidity. You don't have to defend yourself against jealousy. You don't have to do, okay, so like yesterday was a hardcore day for a lot of people because of the Aries energy, and everything went direct. I had a hard time with it too. I had to do a couple things to pull myself back from being impulsive and doing something stupid. Instead of just like sitting with it and thinking about it, and which is what I did, instead of acting impulsively. However, I went out into the world and almost got hit a couple times by cars. A fellow reader was just in an accident recently, and my heart goes out to Lynn. That's one of the tarot readers that I respect, that's out there doing their best to help guide people in the right direction. So the Chariot's here for the Emperor. Anybody who's trying to lead their own life and be the boss of themselves. This Cancer energy, this Jupiterian energy, it's here. So you can come out of whatever mental fog you've been in. Everything's going direct, and you can see the way forward through your third eye chakra, which is this is stability here. This is finding stability through your intuition. Even if it might seem like, it's not all that stable. Is there some heartache and loss through your either creativity or through passion? I mean, this is a sacral chakra, so it represents creative sparks, passion, sensuality, those kind of things. I'm feeling like a lot of people are very disappointed in this, but at the same token, all is not lost, because you're finding what you need to know to get you out of this Four of Cups energy. You're finding out what you need to know, which is leading into your perfect destiny and a fulfillment of wishes. Prosperity begins with hope. Wisdom is where you find your victory and your success. Like I said, the impulse was there, but did you act on it? That was the temptation. If you didn't act on it, then material prosperity is on its way to you. You have won through being wise and not acting rashly in a situation where you could have. You stood in your power instead, because you know there's a shadow to the firm foundation that you're building for yourself. And through that shadow, you will find your light. Like I said, this is going to be a quickie. It never ceases to amaze me that when I start my readings, that dog starts barking. I don't know if he can hear me through the doors. I don't know what's going on. I don't go outside in the middle of the night. And it is like a weekend, so who knows? People probably out there running around doing cray stuff. Like I said, you walked away from being stuck any longer in the world. So 88, you could be significant. Yeah, you walked away from somebody who betrayed you, maybe at work. 888, or somebody who betrayed you in love. You had every right and every reason to walk away from this. Like I said, this feels like somebody who possibly accused you of something that was not true, and you went block on them and said, you know what, fine, bye. And from there on, you understood what this was about. You understood that this had to come to a close in order for you to elevate your life. because this person did not have the best intentions where you were concerned. Or these people, because I do feel like there's more than one, unfortunately. I'm going to get you a Hidden Realms card, and that'll be your reading. The Word Lord, communication, praise, and dishonesty, and rising above it. Let me read the Word Lord to you. I do feel like that's relevant to this reading. (118). So whatever this is, it's over. It's done. It's time to move on to the next phase of your journey, which is sometimes is through the shadow that you have to find your balance. Okay. I'm going to need my glasses for this. So you're rising above anything that has been said or done where you're concerned. Like I said, I do feel like it's gossip and it's not true. This came in as a ally. So it says, the Word Lord rules communications of all kinds and lets you know that positive interactions can be expected when he arrives as your ally. He only speaks with positive words and praises all he sees, even if everybody else doesn't. He reminds you of the laws of abundance and praise. When you bless the world, it blesses you back. When you say affirming, supportive words, they carry an energy that returns to you in physical form. Remember that each one has the power and will resonate into the universe. So don't be mentally conflicted about what you're speaking to the universe. Speak what you want. And make sure that's what you want, because the universe will try to get it to you. Seeking its reflection in manifest form. Your body responds to praise, as does everything in the world around you. Praise it for its inherent health. Applaud yourself for everything you do, as even the tiniest accomplishments are important. Even walking away from things that don't serve you anymore. Praise your bills, give thanks for the services you enjoy, and watch the ability to pay them increase as you align with Spirit's increasing power. This is also a time to remember the powerful practice of affirmations. Write them down and speak them aloud as a spiritual exercise. Say it is so and it will be. It's a very auspicious sign when the Word Lord chooses to be your ally. And this is the 21st of, and I'm going to say it, usually my readings are timeless, but because this is, solstice energy, March 21st, write down exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. Don't write down the what ifs. Write down exactly what you want today. Fold it up. Speak it out into the universe. This is exactly what I want. If you know. If you don't know, then try to figure that out. And speak it into the universe. Then fold that piece of paper up. Put it away. And see what happens over the next couple weeks. Alright? And the dreams are off the chart, guys. I don't know what's going on there, but I know there's a lot of invasions. So please don't, if you dream something that's not you, well, that means that somebody may be trying to convince you it's you. Because that's where the lower astral disembodied energies live. Alright? Well, those are your messages. Take care. Bye for now.